you able to sleep last night?
I tried my best, but on Monday nights it's always very exciting, and we get back and we start voting and watching the show back on the West Coast time, and so I got a few hours, but I could use a little bit more.
How can you describe this experience? Can you explain it?
Well, I've used this before, and the best thing I can equate it to is skydiving. Because I got to do that back in August, and it's like that almost on a daily basis. You literally feel like you're jumping out of a plane and falling, free falling, and having a ton of fun, and then landing safely. And then you just want to do it again and again and again and again.
Are you aware enough to soak it all in and go, I got to remember these moments, or is there stuff specifically that you'll never forget?
I tried to do that in the beginning. I think I was successful at that, and then once we went live, it was much harder to, live in the moment and try to do that. But I kept reminding myself, and because I don't want to forget anything, and I even wrote some stuff down just in case.
Oh, cool.
But last night was the first time on stage that I really got to just let go of the nerves and be in the moment and live every single minute of both of those performances. And so I was really excited that I got to do that last night.
Yeah, the great performances last night. And
Thank you.
Team Cat Minnesota fans, they've been great, haven't they?
They've been unbelievable. I mean, the support has been overwhelming and just so exciting, and it fills my little heart up every time I think about all the fans in Minnesota just rooting for me,
Including my friends over at My Talk. They've been a big support, right?
They've been such a huge support, and they're my favorite station. And so it's really weird to now kind of get to know them through this process, and their support has been undying.
Can you feel your life changing with this national exposure?
We were kind of talking about that last night, and I think I'm starting to get that sense now, but I'm also still on the inside of it that I'm just trying to have fun and do my best, and I don't think I've fully realized what has happened to my life and what has happened to me, back home. Even when I come to the motel in the evening and somebody recognizes me, it's a very, a moment of like, whoa, people actually watch the show and they're huge fans and they get behind people. It's so cool, and I can't wait to see what the future brings.
Now, you're not going to come back home and, be all full of yourself now, are you?
Absolutely not. No way. I told somebody else on the radio that I pride myself in real conversations and not so much on online conversations, and I'll definitely be accessible to all my fans.
And, of course, my co-host, Melinda Jacobs, is in love, like all the ladies are, with Adam. Can you, anything you can tell Melinda that, is it true? Is he a nice guy? Is he sexy in person? Blah, blah, blah.
Yes, he's as nice as he is good looking, and I'm sure she'll know by that. And he's actually taller than I thought he would be, although I'm really short. Everybody's very tall to me, but I thought he would be one of those stars that are much smaller than you think. But he's not, and he's so much fun. He's like the ultimate jokester, and he treats me like a little sis.
Oh. Has he said, okay, after the show, let's you and I work on a record?
I know he hasn't, but I told my boyfriend, I said, tonight I definitely want to put the bug in his ear about how to keep in touch and if the email that I have for him will be valid, and how do we work together in the future. I'm definitely going to plant that in his ear tonight just in case.
Well, I'm of the opinion that you're going to win the whole darn thing. But you must know, if you don't win the whole thing, this is still a huge success. You've got to be proud of your accomplishment.
Oh, absolutely. I was just talking about that, how a lot of people have a hard time with Tuesday results and, the feeling that they get in the morning of that they're not going to do so well tonight. And I've never had that attitude. I'm so proud of what I've done and what I've accomplished on the show, and I'm so proud that I've had these great moments, and you know, being in the bottom three means nothing. Everybody's like equal in talent, and it's so nice to be surrounded by all these talented people. And I couldn't ask for anything more.
Now, are there Minnesota singers that you think to yourself, you should go on The Voice? You would kill it on The Voice.
Yes, definitely. And there's a lot of people that reach out to me and say that they want to, and what should I do, and all of that. And I'm saying, if you have the thought about it, then why not? I've lived by my motto of dream it, do it for this whole time. It's worked for me. So, you know, do what you want. What's in your gut?
Any shout out to a Minnesota singer we should check out?
Well, let's see. Who have I worked with lately that there's a girl in a band. They just changed their name. Her name is Elise. And she's amazing around town, and she should definitely audition.
We'll go check her out. I asked some fans on my Twitter and Facebook for a couple of questions, and one of them was, as a nanny, did you make up songs to the kids and serenade them?
Every single day, to the point where the youngest one would actually ask me to stop singing. She would get frustrated, and she would get frustrated when I make up my own lyrics to songs and sing things wrong because she's very musical. And we did it every single day. We had this little band that we formed in the house, and we sang every single day.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It was so cool.
I was going to say, if you're not busy tonight, I actually need someone to watch my kids. Kat?
You know, I told Blake the other night, I said, if you and Miranda ever decide to have kids, that he knows who to call.
Oh, and see, I love Blake Shelton. Anything you could tell me about him?
Oh, my God. He is just as nice as you would think he is. He's funny. He's a genuine soul. And, you know, he makes a point to, like, say hi to me all from the get-go. He's known my name for this almost entire process, and I just love him. Last night he called me Little Sis as well.
And when we had Nicholas David in the studio, he said, and the dude is tall.
He is tall. He makes me look like I'm sitting down. He's very tall.
Did you know Nicholas David at all, the other Minnesota singer?
I did. My boyfriend actually went to high school with him in Eagan, and there was connection there, and he ran a very similar circuit of acoustic gigs that I started doing a couple of years ago. And he's amazing talent. And then we got to do the Twins opener last May. Yeah. And he sang the national anthem, and I did the God Bless America 7th inning stretch thing. And so I met his family and got to hang out, and he's like one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life.
Now, that would be a heck of a concert, you two touring together, don't you think?
Right? I agree. We need to connect again and, you know, see what happens after this, because I know he's doing really well, and I would love, love, love to sing with him.
All right. I know you're really busy, but what is your schedule? What happens on Tuesdays?
Well, they gave me like an hour here off, which is crazy. So I'm usually out the door by like 6 a.m. my time over here, but I had another hour to sleep in, and so we're just about to go into hair and makeup, and we run the elimination show almost 3 times before we actually do it. So wow. We rehearse all the different scenarios, and then tonight we have some ginormous stars. We have Rascal Flatts coming in to perform.
Oh, cool.
So they're going to rehearse, and they're going to rehearse with us as well. So that's pretty cool. And then we have the top three from last season of The Voice that are performing as well tonight. So they're hanging out with us and going to do the rehearsal, and then we go live tonight. So it's just going to be Tuesday nights are the most fun for me because it's just it feels more free. There's not as much pressure, and there's all these amazing performances that happen. So it's going to be a great show.
And what's been your biggest starstruck celebrity moment while you're hanging out there in Hollywood?
Oh, my gosh. It was probably Timothy Oliphant for me. We went to a charity event, and he was there, and I completely fangirled over him, and I think he was absolutely terrified.
And was like, oh my God. He turned to his daughter and said, "We got to get out of here."
That's fantastic.
But I'm a huge fan, and I love that show, Justified, and I love him. He's just an awesome actor.
Yes, well, I agree.
And I told him.
Yeah. So you're going to be okay when people come up to you now and they start having star freak-out moments with you.
Absolutely. I totally understand, especially after the Timothy moment. But
you did get arrested, so you're okay.
I didn't get arrested. Everything turned out fine. He may have left the charity event after me, but
that's all good.
I had a cute little thing happen at the hotel the other night. There was a Sweet 16 birthday party, and they kind of did the same thing. It was so cute. I loved taking photos with them and getting all their Twitter handles and then following them and tweeting them, and they were just internally screaming. So it was really fun.
Yeah, now you are touching so many people's lives. That must feel exciting. And is there a sense of responsibility, too?
Yes, absolutely. Although I think I've been preparing for that all my life. I mean, I think of people looking up to me, and just a small-town girl from North Dakota that, moved to Minneapolis and pursued music. It feels great that people respect that and want to get to know that, and I couldn't be more honored to be looked up to, and hopefully I've inspired some people to follow their dreams and just keep doing what they do and following what they want to do in life and be happy.
Yeah. Well, you've joined that circle, Kat. We've got our Bob Dylan, our Prince. You're in the famous Minnesota singing circle now.
Yay! I couldn't ask for a better place to be in the circle, I tell you that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's so much fun. You're so talented. I hope you can stop by the studio once you're done with this giant event.
Yes, that sounds like a perfect plan. I would love that.
Okay. Good luck tonight. I've already maxed out my votes, but I'm going to tell everyone to max out as well. So.
Sounds great. Thank you so much for your support, and thanks for watching. Frozen.